breakthrough news for women over 35 years old trying to conceive using IVF. Studies have shown that women over 35 have only a 15% chance of getting pregnant, and those odds drop to just 5% after 40 years old. But with people starting their families later in life, there is a renewed urgency for doctors to try and improve those odds and to maybe stop calling those pregnancies geriatric pregnancies. Like, who came up with that term? Good news is a study out of London shows that they can improve those odds for women over 35 who want to conceive using IVF. A clinical trial conducted by investigators affiliated with King's Institutions in London found that genetically screening the embryos created through IVF could enable women aged 35 to 42 to achieve pregnancy more easily. The study involved studying 100 women. Half of them were given this PGT-A, which checked the embryos for correct chromosome numbers, including mosaic embryos, which rarely were studied before. And they found that 72% of women who did this embryo screening ended up having a live birth of up to 3 embryo transfers, compared to just 52% of people in the control group that did not have their embryo screened. Now look, that's really good news. The problem is IVF is still prohibitively expensive for the average person. In fact, the White House is taking steps back from their promise to cover IVF. 2 sources told the Washington Post that this administration does not intend to ask legislators to draft a bill making IVF coverage mandatory. And instead, the administration plans to redirect funds from a federal program helping low-income women access birth control and STI testing into infertility trainings that promote holistic approaches. RFK Jr. seems to think if you just track your period, lose weight, take a supplement, and maybe have an invasive surgery that checks you for endometriosis, you'll be able to get pregnant like that. You don't need IVF. A lot of people voted for Donald Trump because he promised to put babies in their arms by making IVF accessible, and he broke that promise.